question if what to do if our back is starting to hurt us through a sun salutation, or really any time during yoga. If your back starts to hurt you, usually it is due to either overstretching something, working into the ligaments, or losing that connection in the bandhas or in through the core to support you. Just a quick sun salutation, just sun salutation A. Woo, that sun is bright today and hot on my feet. All right, so we're going to take it all the way, inhale up. So we're pulling up and in through the belly and then exhaling all the way down. Bending the knees, and here the belly is still engaged. Inhaling into that flat back. In our flat back, pull your belly in so there's no pain through the low back. And if there is, bend the knees more. And inhale so that the head is in a straight line with the rest of the spine. Exhaling, releasing forward, and then we step or hop back, pressing out through those heels, pulling up and in through the belly here. Pressing, breathing the air through the fingertips all the way into the arms and then through the shoulder blades. So if we sink into the shoulder blades, that automatically puts pressure in the low back and releases the belly. If we pull the belly in, breathe through those shoulder blades, squeeze the glutes, energy out the heels, that's when the spine is supported through the front body. Knees down, lowering. Anytime we lower onto our mat in yoga, the belly is still engaged here. So I'm drawing the belly button in towards the spine, squeezing through my glutes and using the strength of the low back to draw the chest up. Very little weight in the hands, pressing the balls or the tops of the feet into our mat, releasing down, tucking those toes. Before I press up, I always be sure to engage through that lower bandha. So I squeeze the belly in, pressing back up, using the muscles instead of doing this little fish thing that you sometimes see, or wave, I guess, if you want to call it, and to get that modified plank or full plank. And then whenever I press into my downward dog, I pull through the belly and literally feel my spine one vertebrae at a time reach back into that downward facing dog. Even in our downward facing dog, we're pulling the belly in and we're using the strength of the core to draw the energy out from the fingertips. So feel as if very little weights in the hands, very little weights in the shoulders. Press the energy, pull through the belly, and then feel that energy down the back of the legs. So that may help. And then one exercise I like to do, starting in cat-cow, and obviously the cat-cow here can be modified just for however you like it. But this kind of warms my core up at the beginning of the practice. So if I'm not feeling it, whenever you do your cat-cow, have somebody run their fingertips along your spine. So that kind of awakens the back body. And then in turn, you'll feel that energy through the front body. So as I move, warming up the back and the front. In that cat and cow, here, whenever you think the belly should release, pull the belly in a little tighter, shoulder blades down, lengthen more. So instead of sinking, letting that tailbone shift, I'm going to use the core, pulling, drawing up, keeping it engaged, lengthening it out, like that. That helps. Or you can take it into that downward facing dog. My mat is getting really hot. You can take it into that downward facing dog, and from here, we're going to shift into our plank. So in order to do that, we tuck the tail, and same principles as in that cat-cow. We feel the belly move us. So use the belly to move you back and forth. And then as you feel more comfortable with that, whenever you shift forward and back through your practice, the belly will stay engaged. Anytime we lift a leg and bring it forward, imagine whichever leg is moving, that side belly is what's moving it. So instead of using the hip flexor, quadricep, and just momentum, we're actually pulling up and in through that side body. So my teacher used to always tell me, Amy, imagine, anytime that leg goes up, we pull knee to the nose, then step through. And that really helped to warm the core throughout my practice. So also, you can flip it over and warm up, kind of feel that belly and those bandhas with a little bit of bridge. So just by tucking the tail, pulling the belly button in, oh, hello Lily, or you could take it all the way up where you tuck the tail and use the front body. Lily, you're just gonna have to stay right there. And then, so yes, the back body is becoming engaged, but, thank you bud, thank you. But you're pulling the belly button in to feel that support, and then as you lower it down. So basically your cat-cow, but reversed onto your back. So that should maybe help. If you have any questions, let me know.